I didn't. There's a quotation from root text, example Zaju, but I didn't bring down there. Don't remember heart, not good memory. So the, even the painting of Buddha, when you see numberless eons, need karma get purified. Every time when you see a painting of Buddha and the drawing Buddha, Tanga, you see that just unimaginable benefit you get, purification, just by seeing it, just a minute when you see it. So anyway, so there's it has been mentioned this. There's it is mentioned in the Tebeto, Chageto, the mudra of the text, the sutra of the mudra, developing the power of devotion. So there it says that. So you see, it says that you collect numberless greater merit. Numberless you collect numberless great merit. Just pass the minute when you see the minute when you see Buddha's holy in the form of Buddha's holy body. It's a form of Buddha's holy body. So means see what is it? So that means what a statue. So it could be also painting. So form of Buddha's holy body. So in the form, see Buddha's holy body in the form of statue. See, so form. So form could be even paintings. So anyway, the minute when you see, a statue of Buddha or the painting, you see, so you collect numberless great merit. So unbelievable, much more. Then you see, then you see every day you make offering 100 divine food, 100 divine food, 100 divine nectar. So 100 divine food means nectar, 100 divine dress. To the soul to realize the arhatas. How many arhatas, you see, equaling number of this centigrams, equivalent number of the centigrams of the so universes, equivalent. So to realize arhatas, how many equivalent number of the centigrams of the universes? Okay. So yeah. So, what's that to see? So like that, I think, and then I think maybe duration, maybe 100 eons, something like that. How long? See, make offering. So, however, so I want to mention that in India, you see somebody who's very, very poor met I think food or some liquid soup or food, some kind of centun. It's called centun. So some kind of flour, met some food. One see in the bowl, see, offered to the 4 sanghas, 4 monks. It doesn't say Arya monk, Arya monk who has a realization, direct perception of emptiness. It doesn't say that. So might be ordinary 4 monk. So that person was very poor. After that life, he was born as a king. He was born as king, I think in Kashika, I think something. He was born as a king, Kashika. Most powerful king, wealthy, most rich, powerful king. So right after that life. So that was because like before, when you're so poor, and then there's one bowl of food to offer to 4 monks, you see. So somebody who are living in the high number vow, so he collected unquestionable merits, you see, from that. So what he offers is one food in the one bowl, you see, to 4 monks, you see. So the next life, he was born the most powerful king, worldly king. So you can see also karma is expandable, you see. So like that. You see. So now here, even ordinary for monk offering one bowl of food, result is like that. What you achieve. So therefore, now here offering to the arahats who are liberated from who has collected unbelievable, so much merit, and who are liberated from the samsara and cause samsara karma delusion. See, so how many is an unbelievable number. Just making offering to one, can you imagine the karma kind of unimaginable result what you achieve, So you see here, how many equivalent number of the atoms, it says a cent grain. I think might be, I'm not sure what is mentioned, atom, I don't remember 100%, but maybe cent grain. So cent grains of universes. So I can't imagine kind of Jitanja come, cent grains. So unimaginable. See, can't imagine. Even just the cent grains of this, just this area, this ground, you see where we are, cent grains. The number of the cent grains here, can't imagine. But it's just one handful of cent grains, you see. Number can't imagine. That means making offering. That means arhat equaling. That means number of cent grains. Wow, one handful. Amazing. But now here, universe, you see. So, that means arhat equal number of cent grains for universe. So that means after you often make offering, you see, every day 100 divine food means nectar, dress is unbelievable expensive. So even one ornament, what devas, suras, what they wear, one necklace or one earring, even all the human beings in the world put together, not enough. Cannot not enough the price, not enough, you see, for the one ornament like a necklace or earring of the sura. even all the human beings of the world put together, not enough to prepare that. So there, it is mentioned in the Lama teachings. So therefore, so I can imagine so one had divine dress. So, so every day you offer that much. You see. So I think it was, I think for 100 eons or something like that. I'm not sure. So anyway, so now can you imagine the merit offering to one arhat is unconceivable merit. Then now that means arhat, wow. Can't imagine. So, so that now, all that, all that merit compared, each time when we see a statue of Buddha, painting Buddha, statue of Buddha, the minute when we open eye and see this statue of Buddha, we collect numberless greater merit than that. So all those merits, what I explained before, all those merits become smaller compared to this one. When you compare to this, it's very small, very small. So this one, just able to see the Buddha's statue, the holy body in the form of statue, the painting, numberless greater merit you collect. So there, then it says, even more merit, numberless greater merit. When you prostrate like this, numberless greater merit when you prostrate this, when you make a flower offering, when you make incense, when you make incense powder also offering, and so that's giving an idea. So when you do so forth, when we do these things, we make offering processions. So the merit now the merit is far more greater merit, numberless greater merit than even seeing the statue of Buddha, painting of Buddha. You see, like that. So that's the most unimaginable. So therefore, we must realize how we are most fortunate this time. Unbelievable fortunate, incredible fortunate. We are born human being this time, and they have this karma to see the holy objects, and karma to having faith, able to accept, able to have faith. It's most lucky, unbelievable lucky. See? Able to have faith. You see, able to see holy objects, able to have unbelievable, unimaginable lucky. So therefore, I normally mention that. Normally mention that. So therefore, these holy objects, the pictures of the Buddhas, pictures of Buddhas, statues, tsatsas, pictures of the Buddhas, you see, drawings. So unbelievable, most precious. Wow, how precious it is. Most, can you imagine? So these immediately it purifies the mind. The minute when you see it purify mind, and it collects these merits, numberless great merit. Wow! Then the previous offerings, see, just by seeing, most amazing. And then it plants seed of enlightenment. Immediately, the minute you see it, plants seed of enlightenment. You see. So it is mentioned in the teachings that Tushin by Simbi Tenayang, Tetaring with Sangha Chawato, while you are angry, while you are angry, so, even you look at the statue of Buddha, Painted Buddha, say, even you look at with the mind which is angry, even you look at with the mind which is angry, gradually it helps to see. Gradually it helps you to gradually to see 10 millions of the Buddhas. That's what it says. Even you look at these whole objects with the see, mind with the angry. but the benefit what you get is you see, so they see, gradually it helps you to see 10 millions of Buddha. So here you see, the image purifies. Even you look at it out with angry mind, but it purifies your mind, purifies your defilement, obscuration, and then you see you enter in the path, path of merit, preparatory path, you see, and rising path of meditation, normal learning. So Mahayana, the path of merit, Mahayana, the preparatory path, Mahayana rising path, Mahayana path meditation, you see. So, let's see. What is that? Yeah. So when you achieve the Mahayana path of merit, Mahayana path of merit has 3 levels: small, middle, great. See, so the small part of merit, middle part of merit, higher part of merit of the choosing things. So the continual dharma concentration. See the so a higher part of merit has three levels. So when you achieve the higher part of merit, that time then you see wherever you are, wherever you are, say, even in the bathroom or wherever, anyway, wherever you are, see, in subways or wherever, beach or inside the ocean or however, wherever you are, then you are able to see numberless Buddhas in the Nimanaka aspect. In the aspect Buddha, so you see numberless Buddhas in the Nimanaka aspect. You see that time when you achieve the first part, minor part, you see the part of merit, the third one, the small, middle, and great, the third one. So so I think my understanding that this quotation. So by looking at statue Buddha, painting Buddha, you see. If you look at outer anger, you get these benefits back. What do you get benefit is so you see, it purifies your mind development, and then so it means to achieve the path of merit or the minor part of merit. Then when you achieve the great one, then you achieve, then you see numberless Buddhas, in the Nimanaka aspect. So it's amazing, unbelievable. So that just giving some idea. You see how it has unbelievable benefit. So you're able to see 10 millions of Buddhas. So 10 million. Okay. So now the ultimate. So that means you achieve all the realization. You see, rising path of meditation, all that. You get all this benefit by seeing the whole object. See? Then you achieve the full enlightenment. However, ultimately you achieve the full enlightenment. That's what you get, or where it leads. By seeing each time when you see the statue of Buddha or painting of Buddha, you see. So ultimately you achieve enlightenment. So therefore, that so so this most these are most precious things. So so normally my present what I give to people usually say so in the past I developed from I think maybe from Taiwan or Malaysia many medicine Buddha many you see card medicine Buddha one card there are many medicine Buddha same medicine Buddha or 34 Buddha many 34 Buddha many Guru Puja made field you see that you see developed many so then give for so many years that all they say so sometimes statues and then have the picture of Buddha. So yeah, so the so this is really your wushu feeling, the most amazing, wushu feeling. These whole objects, even a picture of Buddha, you see. So all your wishes for happiness up to enlightenment you achieve, and all the realizations, you see, just by seeing that. Without talking about the offerings, prostration, just seeing. Wow, So that's why I mentioned, see, in the house, I mean, of course, there are people who don't like, to have a Buddha in the house. Maybe that's different, but so if you have freedom, see, if you have freedom, then to have many Buddha, to have many paintings of Buddha, picture of Buddha or statue of Buddha, to have many as possible, tsatsas, to have many as possible. But of course, not just heaped up somewhere, undisrespected, with a lot disrespected or sort of so not that, but of course, one must respect. One must know how to respect them. So they say, keep higher and clean respect. Say, can't put anywhere can't put on anywhere dirty floors. So I mean, it's just on the background to see that you're breaking refuge vow. If you do that, opposite say. The respect of the Dharma Sangha, and then you see even the statues or even the script, even the broken statues, even the one syllable or from the Dharma text, even one syllable is respect to put a high place, and then on the floor. Then the sanghas, even piece of robe of the sangha is on the floor. Then you put a high place by thinking that sangha's qualities. So that you see. So therefore, so anyway, so to have many holy objects in the house, inside the house, outside the house, see, put a higher, see, when best, I mean, say, in a beautiful way, say, that. So that way, everyday life, not only yourself, but all your family members or the friends, all the people who come in the house, wow, amazing! They get unbelievable benefit. You don't have to say anything; just they come in the house. Just they come in the house. Wow. A most unlimited benefit what they get. The merits, how much merit they earn, like earning money, earning money, how much merit they earn. Wow. Can imagine all the people who come to the house, even non-Buddhists, who doesn't like Buddha, they get so much. As I mentioned, if somebody who get out of anger, got all the benefit, it's enlightenment, all that. So, So yeah. So here you are liberating them, without speech, without talk, you're just they come into your house, you liberate them, you see, and give cause them to say they quite unconscious marriage, they plant seed of enlightenment in their heart and bring them to enlightenment, you see, and they make them to actually these 5 paths to enlightenment, and then to have all these benefits, you see, to see numbers Buddhas, all that thing, you see. So, that you see. So anyway, so, except bathroom, except toilet, maybe that's maybe that's not respectful, you see, the smells, all that thing, but you see. So anyway, but otherwise, you see, as long as they are respected, So, so in the Bajapani, in America, Bajapani, the John Jackson, who was director of Bajapani for a long time, now he became a monk. So in his house, in his meditation room, you see. So the one who does prison project, Rubina, you see, so she made a tata, I don't know, maybe 100,000 Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So then John Jackson, he put in his the meditation room. So he put Lama Zopa Rinpoche, the ceiling like this. So here this side, you see, not like that, but it's I think flat, I think. So it's a flat, not like this, not going up. So the Lama Zopa Rinpoche, he put up like this, put it like this, like that, you see. 3 sets, so nicely, put up. That's a very nice way, So there's a difficult, after tsatsam, somebody practice tsatsam mad, then it's difficult to keep, you see, say there's no tsatsam house where you collect, you see. So the other way to use is, and the house is lined up like this, so nicely, Here's 3 lines like this around, you see, around the room. So nice, so beautiful. Then of course, you can put 1 stick. So here's the top part, you see. You put 1 Lama Zopa there, whatever the statue is. Then you put 1 stick. Then you offer Christmas lights. Then put another statue line, another second line. Then you put 1 small stick, or Christmas light, like that. Then it's also unbelievable, most amazing. So butter lamp, butter lamp you have to clean, you have to every time fill out all that. You see, but here Christmas light you just have to switch on. You see, it's one of the tag like this. So the other light, how many 100,000 lights you see there, tag, that's it. You see, so anyway. So you can offer, say, constantly light offering there while you're working, while you're outside, while you're working, or daytime and nighttime, like that. So, so this, yeah. So also Bajapani has at the Gomba, I think at the door, which was door before, so close, you see. Then all the tzatzas, all lined up with this way, but a little bit high up, And pen is a gold pen, so where it's the gomba, but not just disrespected, it's a high up. So, so this, so we can do also outside the house, so up there. So the. Also, in Malaysia, leading to one who wrote a feng shui book, you see, the one who, I think in the world, one whose feng shui books most spread out, I think. So leading to So in a house, when you enter the house, completely full. So many Buddha statues, all gold-leafed, you know. Wow, can imagine. Probably maybe she's probably, I don't know. Yeah, I see. It was on, I think she was watching the talk here, she was watching. So, I don't know if it's on now there, I'm not sure. But anyway, she might be seeing what I'm talking anyway. So, so when the you enter in the house, wow, so many Buddhas, wow, everything is gold, all gold, and most fortunate, so fortunate, unbelievable, very great inspiration for other people. How to collect merit. Everybody wants happiness, success, but people don't know. People have no idea it has come from merit, good karma. No idea. Most people in the world, no idea. So then, because of that, then because that little merit what they had in the past run out. They just live on that, run out. So then they get in trouble. So business doesn't get succeed. You had some success at the beginning, but they're gone. You don't collect merits continuously. You don't do the business that did not become dharma, and you don't collect merits. So you had a little merit, but you had a success at the beginning, it's gone, disappeared. You see, so the business collapsed. So then you never had trouble. You never had trouble to worry about your rent. Worry about rent, all these very basic things. You didn't ever have to worry before, but now you have to worry. So all of that, you see. So anyway, so how to say? Didn't say. So that's so many like this. You see, I have seen. Anyway, so great example for other people to how to collect merit. So anyway, then tsatsas in the house, all tsatsas lined up like this. So many tsatsas during the where we eat food, dining room, the dining small dining, all the the full of tsatsas lined up, lined up like this, full of tsatsas. It's amazing, but they're respected. You see, there's nothing ugly, so beautiful. So, so you see, the benefit, not only every day by having many holy objects, every day, say you don't have to put effort to look at, just naturally you see holy objects. So many holy objects, wow. Buddha's holy body, this statue painted. All the time you see, without effort, just, wow, can imagine what benefit you get, what I mentioned before. And then of course, she makes offerings all the time. So, was just most amazing. And then all the people who come, wow, all the people who come, even non-Buddhist, or even they are Buddhist, but they don't have wealth, they cannot, they don't have place, they don't have, no opportunity, or they don't do anyway. They don't have that much faith, or they don't do. They don't know. They do not know they can do these things. It's such an easy way to collect merit. They don't know. To achieve happiness, they don't know. They have an idea. So they come in the house, and so many people get benefit. Wow, unbelievable benefit. They get this. So even you don't teach Dharma, but you see, how much you can help people, how much you can help other sentiments. You see, will come there. So like that. Say, so that this is one way to use, and otherwise, then when there's big statues or stupas built, then you can offer them to put inside. You see, like that. Then also, I want to tell this again. The other way to use the tsatsas, many people can take, give away, and many people can take the house. So even you cannot build, you don't have land to build stupa, big stupa, but however, you set up table, you set up a big table, or you actually build. You should build the cement, you see. So inside you can put many tsatsas, inside you can put many tsatsas. Then you make different levels. You make 4, 5, whatever levels. So one level, then another level, another level, another. So you can tsatsa, all this, how much space you can fill up completely with the tsatsa, all round, stupas, statues, whatever, all these levels you can fill up. And then top, then you can put a Buddha or one stupa, bigger stupa, or whatever, small, big stupa on top. So even you don't have land to build a large stupa, but this already happened there, where you can have opportunity to circumambulate the house. So it's very easy, So you even with wood you can make like this, or with cement, however. So you put inside if tsatsa, then outside you see the levels. So you put many on top of that, say, larger stupa or say statue. So then this this way then yourself can circumambulate every day. Can do circumambulation every day. Amazing. So as I mentioned before. Then the family members, children, everybody get the opportunity to collect merit, purify, and the karma. So then the dogs, cats, see whatever animals you have at home, they get the opportunity to they can take them around, as I mentioned before. See how I try to do with the dog or Mandabe Mehung, who died. So they died in a very peaceful way. So they get unbelievable opportunity to purify the karma and get a higher birth. So if you have a setup like that, then you and your friends come, other people come, they also go around. They also can go around and they can walk around and they get unbelievably karma get purified and they collect. So if there's 100 tsatsas there, tsatsas can be, they can be on one piece. There can be many Buddhas, small, or pictures, even picture like that. Or even not big, see, on a portrait, there's many, there are thousands, you see, maybe feel like that, or even tsatsa, many small Buddhas, so like that one. So if there's 100, so by circumambulating one time, you create 100 cause of enlightenment. If there's 1,000 tsatsa or picture of Buddha, you circumambulate one time, you created 1,000 cause of enlightenment. So if there's 100,000 tsatsa or pictures of Buddha, then you created 100,000 cause of enlightenment. So it's so easy, so easy to purify the karma, so easy to achieve good rebirth next time. All that. See, amazing to achieve, makes it so easy to achieve realization. So helps not only help you, but help many other people. So they all many want to go around. So see that. So in the out in the garden or out in the house. See, can do that very easily. So the last thing. So I mentioned about the offering. Then it's stop there. So I mentioned this. Then I'll stop there. So it is mentioned in the sutra, heap of the flowers. Heap of the flowers. There is mentioned by Buddha that if you offer, you see, one flower to a stupa, if you offer one flower to a stupa, so it is said that all the happiness. So what the benefit you get, all the happiness what you received from beginningless rebirth up to now, all the happiness, all the samsara happiness that you received from beginningless rebirth up to now. So now that much happiness to be received in the future. So by having this offering, flower to stupa, so you achieve, what benefit you get is how much happiness, samsara happiness you experienced from beginningless rebirth up to now. So that much to be experienced, that much you receive in the future. That much you receive, that much happiness you will receive in the future. And not only that, it doesn't stop there. That means temporary. That means temporary happiness. Okay. So now there is, on top of that, it says, so you achieve sorrowless state. Up to sorrowless state, it says. So it means on top of this, you achieve ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness, the liberation from, say, cessation of the oceans of samsara suffering, cause karma delusion. So you achieve ultimate happiness. So it doesn't. So it is known from very beginning of the Lamrim. It is known. Any circumambulation, any offering, prostration to statues, stupa scripture, Buddha, that even your motivation is not dharma, totally non-virtue, attachment, clinging to this life. You see, but the power of the whole object, then your actions, the prostration, circumambulation, make an offering to the statues, stupa scriptures, become even the cause of enlightenment. This is a special case. With the whole object, then with that the whole object, these actions become even cause of, not only dharma, but cause of enlightenment. Even the motivation is total non-virtue. So therefore, you see, therefore, no question. Any offering, circumambulation, prostration, whatever, everything becomes cause of enlightenment. So therefore, it doesn't stop. Achieving these sorrowless status, liberation from samsara, doesn't stop there. So after this, you achieve enlightenment. The great liberation is a great nirvana. Great liberation is the full enlightenment you achieve. Okay. So the offering flower to stupa is the result for that. Now it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop even that time. You see, the result doesn't stop there. And then you are able to liberate numberless sentient beings from hell realm, hungry animals, from each realm. you see, you are able to liberate numberless sentient beings from each realm, from the oceans of samsara suffering and cause, karma, and delusion. So that's just amazing. Then it still doesn't stop there. So you bring the numberless sentient beings from hell realm, from each realm to enlightenment. So when you brought numberless sentient beings, there's no one sentient being left in samsara. When you brought numberless sentient beings to enlightenment, that time there's no one is left to see some beings unenlightened. There's no one is left. So when everyone is brought to enlightenment, so that time, only in that time, then this merit having offered this flower to Stupa, only in that time completed. Only there when everything is brought to enlightenment. There's nobody left. Only that time, then the benefit you offer the flower to Stupa is only at that time completed. Complete. So that. So that means no question. One grain of rice, or one tiny flower. These are big ones, but. Here. So the one tiny flower like that. Okay. So the one grain of rice offered to one statue of Buddha, no matter how big, small. Picture of Buddha, no matter how big or small. The result that you enjoy, that you receive, what you receive, only finishes after every sentient being is brought to enlightenment. Then the result is completed. Only at that time. So so what I'm saying is the result is, all the happiness, how much some sort of happiness you say, what you experience from beginning up to now, that much to be experienced in the future. From that, then ultimate happiness is liberation from samsara, then fully enlightenment from that. Then you see you liberate numberless sentient beings from oceans of samsara suffering. Then you bring numberless sentient beings from each realm to enlightenment. So when all this is a result. So what I'm saying is that all this is a result of offering to Buddha even one grain of rice or one tiny flower. You see a picture of Buddha or Buddha, so that, So it's, this most amazing day. The karma, the good karma to create this. So benefit what you receive from these holy objects. So you can call these ones worshipful. You see, your heart, the mind worshipful. All the worshipful. This unbelievable, most precious. The Buddha's holy objects. Maybe I stop here. So that's it.